Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Count Christo and this is the Roman Reclamation campaign after a 10-year period of peace, prosperity and growth that was completely intentional and had nothing to do with me forgetting to pause the button when I went to go make myself a cup of tea. We will resume. That will put us into debt. No, it won't. It's okay. We're going to make enough money that won't put us into debt. Phone is buzzing at me. Let me move that so I don't disturb you all with its noise. Why aren't I able to declare war with you? Oh, because I sent a diplomat recently. Fair enough. But in 3 mere days... I don't understand the you sent a diplomat recently thing, by the way. I'm not sure what the point is. Let's use the Roman imperialism thing, just so it, you know, kind of self-regulates the nice borders for us. And troops go marching one by one. Hurrah. Hurrah. Oh, we lost a general. Unsurprising, considering how long the gap was. Okay, you guys. Still second rank Greek power. How close are we? Not that close. We're getting there. We're getting there. But, yeah, not that good, unfortunately. We're more than halfway. It's pretty good. Okay, in we come. Free core, beautiful. We probably had a few of those fire while I was away. Sicily, we can probably annex you too, right? 1 year. Nice. It's going to be extraordinarily cheap because of all our beautiful, beautiful territorial cores. If you've made converts, we will strongly encourage looting. It's fine. This area is not a prosperous region of the Empire. This is a backwater that we take predominantly for aesthetic reasons. Diplomat has died. He will be replaced, preferably by a diplomat. This guy would do. Oh, actually, we're doing a Diplo idea group, so we should get a level 3 advisor, I think. Okay, spreading out. Siege is ticking along nicely. So let's just check where are the borders according to the game. Yes, they are indeed pretty much exactly where I expected them to be. We'll want that, and sure, maybe we want trade power. I would force them to transfer from Persia and the Strait of Hormuz up this way. Or rather, it would allow us to exert our influence in such a way. It should be good. Any money that goes into Levant or the Caucasus are both more or less in our pockets already, as soon as they reach there, or at least a sizable proportion of it is. Let's rush the capital. That seems fine. 10% chance of controversy. I will take those odds. Never tell me the odds. Okay. Marvellous. Occupations continue to abound. We don't have any serious rebel problems right now, so outlying men, if you could concentrate over here, we will do the war with Shivran in a simultaneous manner. You could kill them off. Muscovy, they're trying. They're trying. So I continue to think muse and wonder about the world conquest. Because really, you should do it as an Italian. Maybe we should do a different campaign tall and an Italian world conquest. That would work quite well. Now, what would the tall campaign be? Hansa? Hansa is the obvious choice. Because they start incredibly underdeveloped. Like Northern Germany is poor. It's poor. It's extraordinarily poor. So we could start as the Hansa and try that up there. It could be fun. Go tall. We could also do the Netherlands going tall, because Italy is just the perfect world conquest campaign. The thing about going tall in Italy is it starts tall, right? So it's not a huge accomplishment. Whereas, you know, world conquest, on the other hand, a humongous accomplishment. I was watching the, do you know Long Game Short? He makes excellent compilations of other people's Let's Plays. They're fantastic. I say that sounded slightly negative. I don't mean it to be at all negative. He's a magnificent YouTuber. I've had conversations with him too. He's a very nice chap. Conversations might be a bit strong. I've exchanged words on Discord. This is not IRL. Sadly, he couldn't come to PDXCon. Or didn't want to, I guess. He wasn't at PDXCon is all I'm trying to convey. What was I saying? Oh yes, he made a compilation of Arumba's Ryukyu World Conquest, and I have a few things to say about Arumba's Ryukyu World Conquest. First off, let me give my adoration and love of Arumba. I think he's a fantastic Let's Player. I really enjoy his content. I model myself on him in no small way. Not in a kind of intentional, or he does it this way, so I'll do it this way, but just in terms of he's been a big influence on how I play games. He was the first Paradox YouTuber I watched. He's the reason I know Paradox exists. So he's near and dear to me in my Paradox life. But he was playing the Ryukyu World Conquest, and he was using some exploits. And I think that's fine. In-game exploits, to me, in a Ryukyu World Conquest, it's to be expected. It's as Arumba put it, it's basically the idea, right? The Ryukyu World Conquest, I'm not saying this as an official, but basically, as far as I can tell, one of the reasons the Ryukyu World Conquest achievement exists is so that when people beat it, Paradox can go like, okay, what did they do? How did they break it? How can we fix this? Because you shouldn't really be able to do it, basically, right? So I totally agree with many of the exploits that he used being completely fine, because you're supposed to use kind of exploits. What I really didn't like that he did was he used extra game exploits. And what I mean by an extra game exploit is something that you don't do while you're playing the game. You do it externally to game files. Namely, he was copying saves so that he had save points at various different times, and he could reload at will and all that stuff. And that's just cheating. When you alter files of the game, you could just give yourself infinite manpower. Why not just give yourself infinite manpower? Like he for example, he forced himself to spawn, like, I think it was literally all the institutions. It may not have been all of them, but it was a lot of them. And you know, it takes a lot of work to get an institution to spawn. You also have to do the actual work. But then he just reloaded until he got the institution to spawn. You might as well just console command the event at that point. If you're going to reload, he reloaded one like 60 times. It was quite comedic to watch, I have to say. But if you're going to reload until an institution spawns, why not just use a console command? Or why not just hack the game so it can only spawn for the player? Because that's what you're doing. When you play an Iron Man and reload saves, you're just hacking at that point. Oh good, now they won't care as much when our covert actions get discovered. You know, you might as well just hack at that point. You're changing game code, admittedly, in like the most simple way possible, to your advantage, and that I don't think is on. I think that's silly. When I say it's not on, play your game how you like, Arumba and all of you, of course. But I don't consider it. It's still an achievement to do a world conquest, even with that going on as Ryukyu. It's still a huge accomplishment. But it's leaves a sour taste in my mouth, that's all. Anyway, the other thing I want to say about the world conquest is at one point Arumba was saying it doesn't take, it's not hard to do a world conquest. Alright, a little bit of editing later. Welcome back. Here we are again. Right, so continuing the mass siege of Fars. Okay. Good. Sieges continue to fall. Are we getting much loot out of this? I can't imagine there's a huge amount over here. 1,000 ducats. Not bad. That's 3 statues right there. Massively rapid conversions taking place. Why do we have so much Catholic land? Is it just this? I guess. There's also a fair amount up here. Sicily. Annexation time. It's going to be super cheap. Because we have cores on all but 1 province. Or do we have a core here? All but 2 provinces. Sweet. The 2 that we've previously owned. As somebody kindly explained for me. Okay, we could probably get this peace deal, honestly. Milan's Quartus, so we might as well come back from there. Shiran. Give me a claim. Okay, we're in a position to declare war on Shiran now. I would like to eliminate these guys. Fabulous. Okay. I'm sorry if the episode length has been a bit patchy recently. I've had to edit quite a few. There've been a whole bunch of interruptions recently. Which is a little annoying, but, you know, oh well. So the episode length may be a little bit wacky. Shiran, war with you. The Mamluks will come in. I guess I should send someone to deal with the Mamluks then. Before they occupy a bunch of land, cause problems. Can't be having with problems. If you could just go directly here, get that fort siege down, that would be absolutely magnificent. You guys, hold on here and get ready to deal with the Mamluks. The Mamluks! When was the last time you heard about them? Been quite a while, I'd wager. Yeah, not bad loot coming out of this place. I'm keeping in stacks because they do have an army. I know it's not a big army, but it exists somewhere. Haven't seen it yet. F1 8 for Legion? F1 9. 9? No, F1 0. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, you guys. Let's head down here. Fabulous. Keep the conversions coming. Awesome. Okay, I've completely lost my train of thought from before I had to go briefly. I have no idea what I was on about. I know I talked about the Arumba's Ryukyu World Conquest, which was fun. Rambling about that for a while. But I don't remember what else I was doing. Core. Ah, that was actually outside the range. Okay, we'll manually call that one too then. Not a problem. Ah, right, of course. They are disloyal. We get so much prestige from conversions, I have absolutely no problem dumping 80 of it into there. See, there's 20 back already. We'll be up to 100 again in absolutely no time, I suspect. So Fars, I'd love this land. -9. Close. Is it going to put Fars in a coalition? It is not. Sweet. A Basilica or 8 prestige? I'll take a free Basilica. Like I've said, prestige is cheap at the moment. Prestige is it's a buyer's market for prestige. Another conversion. Good. Sicily wants to marry me? Yeah. Well, I shouldn't have done that because it's not going to be long term. But never mind. Not a big deal. I will use this war to discover a lot of this area. Because I do want to know about it, even if we're not necessarily going to conquer all the way out here. Given that the game is a bit unstable, so I want to be on the next patch, really. Ideally. But don't you worry your pretty little heads, viewers. I will be finishing the campaign. There are those of you that think I'm terrible. Always don't finish my campaigns, and I think that's unfair. There are some that I haven't finished, but this one I will finish. Okay, Shivaran's ready, men deployed, wartime, Roman imperialism. Full call the Mamluks? No, they have a bunch of allies, don't they? Don't need to full call them, we don't want their land anyway. Roman imperialism, declare. I should check if the show superiority one is actually better. Oh, it's mothballed. You poor bastards. That siege is going to be very quick. They are going to have it 1 tick of reinforcements by the time we get there, but 1 tick of reinforcements ain't going to be enough. Oh, that's a waste some tile. Okay. Is that 4 recently mothballed as well? It is. Was this one? No. Alright, we'll go this way then. Ah, I can't. I wish I'd positioned better to get these forts all occupied, but that's okay. They're probably outdated to me, so the sieges should be rapid. Naples established casual literacy. So there we go. We take this nice aesthetic-looking border. We take war reps. We take transfer trade power. Boom. Winning. We don't need to discover lots of this area. It's fine. So yeah, look at that. That's great. 5.2 ducats now being ripped up into the Caucasus, and our power in the Caucasus is going to grow, I've heard. Little birdie tells me we might be about to get substantially more influential in the Caucasus. Don't know what... Oh! Some rebels fired and got independence during my 10-year gap. Did that happen anywhere else? Is Milan bigger? I don't think so. Didn't we own this tile? I think we owned that. No, we didn't. We didn't. Did we? I don't think I've lost any other land. I hadn't considered that. I didn't see any big chunks missing, and so I thought we hadn't. But it looks like we did lose 1 province to rebels in the chaos that was the 10 years in which our ruler just dozed off and no one really woke him up. We didn't die, did we? No, we're still leveling. The strict. Oh, we got a new trait though. Oh no, we had that before. Cool. Do-do-do. More Muscovite occupations coming in. Fabulous. Do-do-do. Plenty of cash. Naples, you've definitely recalculated now. Are you going through Athens? No. Okay. What did I want to build? That's right. Or a road. A road all the way through here. Locals, give me some of your urban wealth. I shouldn't do that, because we have a Diplo idea group on the go. Which probably means I shouldn't be integrating these guys right now, but I want the borders to neaten up in the Italian area. It's been a long time that they've looked bad. That was 600 ducats. It's expensive. Another 600. Is there anywhere without roads? No. It shouldn't be too bad once we get roads all the way down here, because then Baghdad's local capital will help really come into effect. Alright, if we'll move in. Continue sieging. Marvellous. You guys just liberate. Muscovite lost France. You doing all the coring? He's already cored a bunch of it. Sweet. Lost a siege? How dare you? Chivran, you evil, evil man. We are causing a certain amount of damage because we're on high looting at the moment, unfortunately. But it's not the biggest. Not the biggest deal in the world. Give me all your money. War reps and trade power. Doo-doo. Bum, 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 bum. I must say, I love the peace deal sound. I've had a long time to associate that peace deal sound with thoroughly positive things. It's a different peace deal sound if you lose a war. I haven't lost a war in so long. When did I last lose a war in EU4? God, it was a long time ago. I'm not necessarily boasting. I often play powerful countries. I really enjoy playing big, powerful countries. As you can probably tell from how much I've enjoyed this series after the initial bit. Which I also enjoyed, don't get me wrong, but I enjoyed it after the initial bit as well. Okay, well, I really don't know how long this episode is, but I'm going to call it a part there. Thank you ever so much for watching. We'll finish off the war with Shivran in the next one, and then we just need a quick war with the Jalarids, and we can establish some beautiful eastern borders. But until then, thank you ever so much for watching. Please do like the episode if you liked it. Helps out a great deal.